Okay, so for this next one, we are going to use the wire and practice stripping the wire. Wire itself, any kind of wire you get, is definitely going to be very bulky. And when you try to tie it around the cardboard, it's either going to cut it or it's just simply not going to want to make that shape that you want because it always wants to straighten itself back out. So instead, we are going to strip this wire. And as we do that, it's going to expose the colorful stuff on the inside. To do this, I simply take a pair of scissors and I'm going to cut off any ends needed, and then I'm going to cut an angular cut. So you can see here where I cut at an angle, and in doing that, I exposed part of the wires. This is enough for us to start peeling away that outside that we see. So we can see that this is just it's not attached to the wires, it's just a coating on the outside of it. So maybe you need to do a little bit more. It looks like I do here. So I'm just taking my scissors at an angle and carefully cutting away another little piece of that to slowly start exposing these so that I can get a grip on these wires. Now, wires do tend to be very sharp. They have metal on the inside. So it's not unsafe for you to do this, but you're going to want to be careful because they are sharp sometimes. As you slowly start pulling these away, it should get easier the further down you get. But this is kind of a harder plastic on the outside of this blue one. We have a lot of this blue over there. So if you do want to use it, you absolutely can. Oh gosh, got to get it started and then we can keep talking. So you see, it just takes a little bit of time to get it started. Okay. So we're getting there. The way that you get this started is you're going to actually pull them away from each other. If you pull down, it like almost reinforces itself. So it's designed to do that. But if you pull away from the wires, it will actually help you start tearing that down. There we go. So you can see it definitely gets a lot easier once you get a grip on it. It just takes a little bit at the beginning. Cool. So now we have this outside coating that you could use for something if you wanted. It's going to still be a little bit on the bulkier side, but it has a nice flashy color. Or you can use all of these on the inside. So there's multiple different colors on the inside, and you can just separate them and use them as individual pieces. They like hold their shape. So the wire on the inside is, like I said, it's metal. So that's why it can hold its shape. But say you wanted to use the blue, didn't want to use the outside, you just wanted to use a small piece of it, this might be a better option. On the inside of this one, we have blue, we have this like darker brown, we have a green, and then we also have orange. So have at it. The other type of wire that people bring in a lot are old either phone charger cords or computer cords or things like that. This one is very similar to something like an old phone charger cord. So we are not going to need this piece at the end, this plug piece, but it might be nice to hold on to. So what I'm going to do is just cut only the plastic part away. So I'm just kind of twisting that plastic over the scissors with a little bit of pressure, just enough to expose that silver wire that's down in there. So hopefully you guys are starting to see that silver wire that's down in there. Then I'm going to use that same trick, and I'm going to make a small little angular cut with my scissors by holding them flat against the side of the wire. Now this wire does tend to splinter, so just be careful. You see all those splinters that are coming up out of it? We just want to be careful not to grab those like with feeling and then pull away and strip. Should be the same deal. Thank you guys so much.